Hi, my name is Gabriela from TulipArt Designs, and on this channel I am showing you watercolor sketching ideas, tips and tricks, how to get creative in your free time and how to do something that can bring you joy. So let me just show you the illustration that we are going to make today. It's a nice bird with some red berries. I am loving this one, so let's just start. So our supplies are just the usual ones. I have my sketchbook, I have my watercolor paints, I use my Mary Blue, but you can use any other brand. Probably the results will be a bit different if you are using different colors or different brands. That's okay. You need a ink fine liner, something that is water resistant, so when you add watercolor on top of it, your drawing will not bleed. Jelly roll pen to add some highlights, brush, round brush, watercolor, round brush. I use number 10, some water, and paper towel. I have a heat gun here to speed up the process. If you don't have one, you will need to wait sometimes for the watercolor to dry so you can continue, and that's it. So let's just ink our bird, and I usually start with the bird. The nicest way is if you just sketch with short lines, but definitely if you like smooth and nice lines, that's also fine. I am really enjoying the sketchy style lately, so this is what I am doing, going back and forth with the fine liner, adding some small detail lines like this, adding a second line, just like this. As I said, if you like smooth lines, go for it, it's all fine. Okay, I just drew the whole eye in black. Okay, I really tried to make these sketches quite small, so you know they can take 15, 20, 30 minutes to make it from start to finish. But let me know in the comments if you like something more simple or if you like something a bit more challenging. I know it will be hard to see the same answer from everyone, but that's okay. I just love seeing your comments, if you liked it or not. This is always nice, to have a community where you are part of it and giving your opinion about things. So the second thing I will sketch will be the berries. Like this. And they don't have to be perfect circles, okay? It's okay if they are a little bit, you know, off. Okay, let's just sketch these ones. So I'm making kind of a circles, sketching a few of them. And then you can see that these are supposed to be some small berry leaves, or yeah, I'm not sure how they are called, but they are facing different ways, which makes our illustration looking more realistic. That's always the key, just to sketch from different angles. Then for the branches, the key is to make it a little bit shaky, okay? Just shake your pen. Sometimes make the line not continuously all the time. Let me just, I'm trying to not move the sketchbook so it stays in the frame. Okay. Just like this. You can go back, add some scribbles to create some kind of a texture for the branches. Okay, just like this. Let me erase the pencil lines. Once you add the watercolor, you won't be able to erase the pencil lines because the watercolor just works as a mask. So whatever is underneath, then it stays there. Okay, a little bit of pencil lines here. So let me clean this mess a little bit and let's add some colors. What I like to do is to add water first, and here between the belly and the wing I will leave some tiny space, and you will see that when I add some watercolor. And then the tail, and you can always look from the side to see the reflection of the light in the water, and you really want to have this nice glossy paper. And then I will grab some Payne's gray mixed with Prussian blue, and I will add a bit more water. I am wiping my brush on the side, and then I will tap, and I will enjoy how the paint just moves around. I am kind of following the ink lines. You can see that here the paint almost doesn't move around, and this is because the paper starts to dry. If you want it darker, then you can just tap with some more concentrated paint. Okay, and I also want a little bit of red. And I already had some of my blue on the brush, so you could see that the red is actually a little bit purplish, but that's okay. If you need it more dark, you can take a bit more extra and more concentrated paint and just tap with your brush in a few spots. And let me take very concentrated Payne's gray to add it here. Okay, that's for the bird. Now my berries are red, so let me turn again. And then what we do is we can add one circle like this, another one, then we dip our brush in the water, wipe it on the side, and do another one, and then let this paint just bleed. Here I'm leaving it white in the middle, but even if you don't do this, we have the white Jelly Roll pen, so we can always make it white. I just took more concentrated red and I am tapping it, so I have different values of this color. Again, with some water, I'm adding on the berries, and then some concentrated red, and I can tap with my brush on the edges, and then let this paint just bleed, okay? Like this. All right. Now I want to add just a little bit of red to this berry here because it looks too light. Some burnt umber, any brown is fine. And with some more water, I will paint the branch. So this is kind of a dirty water, you can already see. If you touch the berry, it will just bleed the red paint. I'm totally fine with this. I will grab some of this burnt umber, tap on the edge, and I'm doing it on the bottom edge, so because the light is usually coming from the top, so we have kind of a shadow on the bottom part. Sometimes we can add also on the top, so it will create the illusion that this is with a round brush, a round shape. All right, I think I can use some red for a few splatters. So you fill your brush with paint. Make sure it doesn't it's not dripping from the brush. And I can add some splashes. I'm not worried if I have some splashes on my bird, it's all fine for me. And I need this to be dry, so I will use my hot gun, yeah, heat gun, to dry it out, and I want to add just a few white highlights. Okay, now that this is dry, with the Jelly Roll pen, I want to add a few lines. So where I have the darkest parts, I will add a few scribbles, a small line like this. So that's really highlight for my elements on the paper, okay? And this is a great way to bring back the light. So I am basically following my ink lines, but then adding a small touch for the extra light, okay? And that's it. We don't want to redraw the whole thing with the white Jelly Roll pen, but just adding a few touches so it starts to, you know, feeling more real, more realistic. Okay, I think that's it. So that was it for today. I hope you liked the video and I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something today. Thank you very much for being here and watching it. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey, and I hope to see you for the next one. Consider subscribing for my channel so you will not miss any of the coming videos, and all the templates for the illustrations and lots of more illustrations are available on my Patreon, so if you need them, go check them out. Thank you very much again, and I will see you next time. Bye!